Alrighty. So the next game is Scarlet Hollow, episode 1, which is free. This is the game. This is made by the same people who made Slay the Princess. They're actually been working on this, and they're like, we need like a little, mental break. So they're like, Slay the Princess! Which, amazing, huge success. And I think episode 1 through 4 for this are out. So like, similar humor, similar art style. So obviously, this is a horror game, just as an FYI. Just in case it wasn't apparent. Gabe! Meowdy partner! Again. How are you doing today? Let's see, we're gonna say, intensity, text speed, we're gonna say BIRM, just, because I read fast. Deja vu, open Lexia, line spacing, self-voicing. Yeah. Let's see if that works. Alright, that's still accessibility. About, oh, nice. Cool. Alright, let's get into it. Oop, look at that already. By having that text, let me change that to the default. There we go. Is that better? Sorry for my dyslexic friends. Can I return? Hello? Please let me return. Uh-oh. Aww. Well, give Russell some plenty of pets for me. There we go. The Twitter thing is fixed. Perfect, but Scarlet Hollow. By the same people who made Slay the Princess. Do I want my name or Lavana's? We'll go with me. We'll go with me. You live in the city of... I'm not gonna put Austin, but I feel like I should. But I'm like, nah, Guam. Does not impact gameplay. This game just got amazing. Select 2 traits. Traits unlock additional paths and dialogue options. Powerful build, mystical, talk to animals. I'm already there. You can talk to animals. Animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. Street smart, keen eye, book smart, hot. Strong and athletic, the pinnacle of fitness, and intimidating presence, tough as nails. Yeah. Strange and unusual, you see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. Know how to lie, and when you're being lied to, slick and convincing, no door can hold you. Observant, picks up on vibes, understands other perspectives. Well-read and rational, possesses a wealth of esoteric knowledge and know when to use it. A talented researcher, or attractive and charming, a natural flirt. People want to either be with you or be you. I see you posted after. I definitely want to talk to animals. But what should I do the other one? Because I'm like, I want to be mystical and, see reality in other ways, but I'm also like, I want to pick up on vibes, but I'm also book. But also, yeah, I'm street. Yeah, there we go. My island raised me right. By the way, this is a visual novel. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. Wants all options? Yes. I like to have options. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet. Pearl Ann. Your cousin's mother and your aunt. Okay, give me a second. Seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey's in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. Is there a reason it's red? Can I click it? Nope. So anyways, as I was saying... Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversations ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Oh my god. Also, what does that shirt say? I want to, yeah? Street smart, Faye, and illness? Wait, what, dude? What's wrong with you? Hell yeah, sounds awesome. Why are you talking to me? Remain silent. I'm gonna... You violently fake a coughing fit. Pretending to be sick has always been one of the better ways to get people to leave you alone in strange places. It's true. Oh, are you sick? That's alright. I'm pretty sure I've already had whatever you've got. I'm sick all the time. Gotta keep my immune system on its toes, you know? So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. So it's Boxing Day. Who do I box first? Any bad guy you want, I guess. We had a good laugh, fished her out, and let her phone get soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and geez, you ever just get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Street smart, stop trying to get a rise out of me, threatened, I kind of feel like killing someone right now. I never felt that way, no. Oh yeah, all the time. What's wrong with you? Smile and pretend he didn't just say that. Street smart. Stop it. Huh? Stop what? Whatever it is you think you're doing right now, you know what I'm talking about. This whole corner a stranger on the bus and try to make them uncomfortable act, I'm not playing along. Alright, maybe I never really wanted to kill her, even if I threatened it a little bit. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Hey, what's up, pinball wizard? Not anymore, Luke! Not anymore. The pinball defeated me. The demon's tilt was too strong. Really, my fingers could not handle it. I was not strong. It's not strong at all. So now we're doing Spoopy visual novel by the same people who made Slay the Princess. Seriously, what the hell's wrong with you? But hi! That's interesting. Smart move. Get out while you still can. Remain silent. Just, what is wrong with you? Your girlfriend is giving birth right now, and you're thinking about ditching her to go have fun in New York after she tried to break up with you and you threatened to kill her. Hey now, I never threatened to kill her. You just told me you did. Okay, maybe over text. Just a little. But fatherhood is scary. Plus, her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I probably just make things super stressful. Nina dropped the balls. I did drop the balls. I dropped all the balls. So many. She'll understand. She's chill. They are very hard. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking, not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. A holler? That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, come to think of it, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the holler, you see. And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I saw the struggle. I was lurking during my workout. This looks significantly more chill, right? I was like, I can't. So I was like, let's just do visual novel with spoopies. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a possum. And he's like a companion. So I was just like, I want to meet this possum. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are. Thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I probably should work out for the new year. Get swole. Get strong. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. I hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone. Hey, I was reading! Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. Okay, I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figure you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip, sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. I don't... Take that. Nice, I love boiled peanuts. Take the peanuts. No thanks, screw you. Screw your peanuts. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Eat the peanuts. I'm just gonna... Yeah, he's hella sketch. Screw you and your peanuts! Hey man, I'm just trying to be friendly. Look, there's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey. Pal, assuming nothing goes wrong, best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. These dialogue options are killing me. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. Screw you and screw your peanuts! The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squeaking as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus stop. I don't know why the word deposit just makes me imagine like the bus driver just like picked me up and just like shucked me out. Possum? Well, that's a gremlin, Dickens. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Meep. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Hi, Tabitha. Sorry, your mom died. Looks like somebody needs a hug. Hey, Tabitha. Give her your condolences. Remain silent. Good condolences. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. You're annoyed? Yes, great. Thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Hi, Blondie. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, climbing into the dusty relic. I'm guessing you weren't close with your mother? It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip, dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, though, so choose carefully. I guess they're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? So, the funeral. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. We did just play that death positive game, so... Probably shouldn't crack a joke. Hey, how you holding up? Fine. Ooh, street smart. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. You know you can talk to me. I lost my mom too. It's not about you. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you. Street smart. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. We're family, even if we just met. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. So the funeral. This art is so cool. Jen, hello! Hi, Kian Gildy. This is made by the same people who made the Slay the Princess game. And also, the first episode is free. And that's what we're playing right now. And I believe they have episode 1 through 4, and they're working on episode 5. So I was like, ooh, let's get a little taste, a little teaser. But how are you doing? Happy holidays. So the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Need any help planning? Have you worked out all the details? Any help planning? You need any help planning? If you ever need help with errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine, just needed the coffin, somebody to dig a hole. Can't believe we haven't met before this, lovely cousin. You have your mom to thank for that, or had, I guess. Is there bad blood between us? I wish I'd known about you. Haha, yeah, Dead Moms Club! You know what, let's find out. I'm sorry, but is there bad blood between us? All I know is my mom left and she was mad at this side of the family, but I don't know much besides that. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. Members of the Dead Mom Club? Guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? What? Your cousin turns to stare at you, an icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. Well, okay. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. Damn. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. That is a beautiful house, but that ledge is concerning. And here it is, Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you, someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Foyer or foyer? Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering around anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Street smart lie. It's beautiful. Cool, thanks. So you live here? It's beautiful. This place is falling apart. I thought y'all were loaded. Can you afford to fix this dump? Street smart. It's beautiful. I don't think I've ever been in a building that feels as powerful as this. You're lying through your teeth, but Tabitha doesn't need to know that. In fact, not only does she not need to know that you're lying, but she won't know. Ever. You're a very good liar. It is. The estate was the prized jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architect, even now. Shall we take our tour? Follow me. I love you, Tabitha. My cousin. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. There's a kitty cat. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixins for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Street smart lie. I've always dreamed of having a kitchen like this. I mean, honestly, yeah, like, this is a nice sink. There's a cat. There's a pantry. This looks like a very giant old school stove. I'm about it. Yeah, super lie. Someone cleans this place? This place is nasty. It's nice. Awesome. I love PB&J. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? What if I want ice cream? I'm just gonna street smart my way through this. I've always dreamed of having a kitchen like this. It's so much bigger than what I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? It is. Thank you. Oh, look, I think she appreciates my lies. I love PB&J. Is there somewhere in town? What if I want ice cream? I love PB&J. I don't. My character does. How do you know it was one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. Get your cousin to flash her pearly whites. The damn smile. I didn't, but good for you. What if I want ice cream? What if I want ice cream? Then you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know, and there will be consequences. General store? How very folksy. But I'm your guest. Oh, that sounds like a luxury I cannot afford. Sweet thanks. A general store? How folksy. It is? It's a store that fulfills your general shopping needs. General store just describes what it is. Alright, what's next? What's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Talk to animals. Is that your cat? Leave the cat be. Talk to animals. Oh my god. Don't try to pet Fro-Fro. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Dude, look at that cat knows what's up. That cat's just like... NinaMeep Palace Pa... Is it French? NinaMeep Palace Pass. Sorry, I don't speak French. Okay, but can I pet you? Why do I even bother talking to cats? Sorry, I don't speak French. I'm sorry, little lady. Je ne parle pas François? Of course, how typically American. I shall debase myself by speaking your tongue. But only So that I might insult you directly to your face, you unconscious swine. Amazing. I love this cat. 10 out of 10. Haha, very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. Tabitha, your cat. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom, not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Why do I hear flies? Oh god. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. I'm looking at that trash can that's down there. I'm seeing yellow and brown stains on those toilet rolls, and what looks to be a hint of red. Also, hair dye? It's a lot of hair dye. Also, 3 toothbrushes. One of them's in a wine glass. Okay. Street smart lie. What a wonderful bathroom! Who exactly uses this bathroom? Wait, are you sure this toilet works? This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. Never mind, I don't need to go. Lift toilet seat. I don't know if I want to know what's in there. I absolutely love it. I've always wanted one of those bathtubs with the little feet on it. I do. Those are amazing bathtubs. Glad you like it. That bathtub is an extremely valuable antique. So who uses this bathroom? Guests. Are you sure this toilet works? Yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty. Okay, remain silent. It's so crusty. It's fine. Don't be so dramatic. Lift the lid. Ah! Scram, fellas, the chick is up. Wait, I can hear roaches too? Oh no. I just imagined like a mosquito like flying by going, bitch. It's like, what? Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Oh my god, bugs speak too, right? It's amazing. Mind you, friendly reminder, episode 1 is free, so if you want to play it yourself, you can. I mean, you're good or use the facilities. I'd rather not accidentally pee, you know. Like, what if I get... What if I don't pee, right? And then I'm walking with my cousin, and I fall through the floor, and then because I'm scared, I pee. And then I'm embarrassed, and then she'll call me pee-pee pants through the whole funeral. Use the facilities. Toilet's a toilet, sure. Could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. I love the painting back there. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where we're staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Street smart lie. This is incredible. This room is amazing. What a dump. It smells a little dusty. Who used to sleep here? I guess I'll get started. Remain silent. What if you just did an entire remain silent run? Like you never said anything. You're just like, street smart. This is incredible. How'd you know how much I love cherubs? That chest is to die for. I'm surprised to see that you have such discerning taste. Every last piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. Oh, who used to sleep here? When? Oh, did I say when? People used to... I don't know. This house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Guess I'll get started. Follow me. I'll take you back to the forest so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip, some dialogue options will open additional conversations, some right away, others down the line. Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? Did I do something wrong? Why are you being such a jerk to me? Are you sure you're okay? I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Let Tabitha leave. Where are you going? To work? Somebody has to pay the bills around here. Oh. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Oh. Can I come watch? What? No, the mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own a coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Oh. That's kind of sad. Ew, gross. Hashtag girl boss! Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running a coal mine. Talk about hashtag girl boss. Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name, Meep. Any other inane questions before I leave? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Are you sure you can't take the day off? Did I do something wrong? Let's see. Yeah, did I do something wrong? Hey, did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Okay, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here. You haven't done anything wrong. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. What am I supposed to do while you're gone? There's a very demanding job I should be getting back to right now that doesn't include figuring out activities for you to occupy your time with. I'm not your babysitter. Why don't you, I don't know, go walk around in town or something until you get tired? There are historic buildings to look at. I'm sure you'll have a great time. You take me into town? Can you just keep talking to her? Can you take me into town? Won't keep you. Can you take me to town? You think you could take me to town before you leave? No, it's just down the hill. You can walk there yourself. I feel like if I do this one, she's gonna get mad at me. But, yeah, I won't keep you, but we should hang out later. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Hi, Tabitha. Cousin leads to the front door. Now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Explore PB&J sounds great. Settle into your room. Go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. Yes. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. Perfect. That's exactly what I do. Except for the locks and chains, saying them shut. Damn it. Street smart. An insurmountable obstacle for most, but a mild inconvenience for you. Break into the forbidden wings of the estate. As the lock falls, the doors moan open. Ah! Revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. Maybe I don't go. The forbidden wings are yours to explore. Enter. This was a mistake. Lock the doors and forget you ever opened them. On second thought, maybe you should listen to Tabitha's advice. Enter. You can see why your cousin warned you against coming here. Deep gashes tear across the floor, and years of detritus have turned what once must have been a magnificent and open ballroom into a tight and claustrophobic maze. Is that our family tree over there? Wow. The piano you heard from outside the ballroom has grown louder. Whatever it is. Sorry, wherever it is, it's nearby. It's probably just a self-playing model, but maybe you aren't as alone as here as you thought. Examine the paintings covering the far wall. Figure out where the piano. No, a painting! It's our family! You make your way over to the painting covering the far wall. It's a family tree. Angry black scratches cover the space where your mother should be. Oh. Yes, my mom. Figure out where the piano's coming from. As far as you can tell, there are 3 exits to the ballroom. There is, of course, the door you came through, and on your far right is a door beyond a broken floor. A dead end. Across the room where you entered is the 3rd and final exit, a glass doorway you can just barely make out behind a pile of broken furniture. You move to investigate it more closely. As you approach, the playing grows clearer. Without a doubt, the piano's behind this door. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go. Though you try with all your might, it's just too heavy for you to do anything more than budget. You return to the entrance of the sealed wing and carefully reattach the locks. After what you've seen and heard in the ballroom, you weigh how much longer you should even stay in this state on your own. PB&J, settle into room. Listen to the PB&J. I kind of want to talk to the cat. Talk to Fro. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Talk to animals. Fro-Fro! Fro-Fro hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away! You like living here? Someone or something was playing the piano? Can you tell me about Tabitha? Can you tell me about my aunt? The piano. Someone or something was playing the piano in the sealed-off part of the estate? What is that expression? Curiosity killed the cat? Keep poking your head where it doesn't belong and you might not keep it for very long. But what do I know? I'm only a cat myself. Can you tell me about Tabitha? Can you tell me about my cousin? This is the first time I've ever met her. Spare me your life story. Tabitha at least knows not to bother me. What about my auntie? Tell me about Pearl Ann? I never knew my aunt. She's dead. I don't waste my time on corpses. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands. Oh! Fro-Fro lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. Oh my god. Ah! Search the fridge, pantry, cabinets, check out the garden. Such a cat move. It's like, you haven't gotten the hint. Be gone! Alright. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, Janie, stay out, in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, okie dokie. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Wow. Salmon, old takeout. Ooh. Check mayonnaise. Ooh. Take jelly. Ooh. Grab ice cream. Don't grab the ice cream. Ah! Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. The substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. For God's sake, put it back! Why would you eat it? Your body reacts before you register what you're doing, compelled by a deep primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. I don't think the jelly's any good. Also, that's a lot of jelly. That's a lot of ice cream. And that's a lot of butter. What a weird fridge. You know, you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. You pick up the jar. Its label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. No. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Hold on. Can I look? If I take the jelly, will I make the sandwich? You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly's one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. I'm gonna take her ice cream. That's probably like one of the few things in life she like treats herself with. Alright, give me the pantry. That's a lot of mac and cheese, peanut butter, and bread. Okay. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Also, there's a dead mouse and an unactivated mousetrap. Take the bread. Pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some peanut butter. Take the peanut butter. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. The only thing is you now are a plate and knife. I can examine it. I'm not taking it. I'm examining it. You pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. Cook it for yourself, put it back, empty the box, stuff it with the dead mouse on the shelf. Why? Put it back! Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like you. Why would I put a dead mouse in there? There is something in the ice cream container. Oh no. You put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. Now I have to go see the ice cream. Grab the ice cream. Tabitha explicitly told me not to do this. You think to yourself as you reach for a pint of banana chocolate chunk. Put it back. Okay, there's nothing in there. You stare longingly at the pint of ice cream for a few moments before your self-restraint kicks in and you put it back where you found it. Tabitha already seems to not like you. It's probably best not to fan the flames of her hatred. I thought it would, let me just, take a check. Take a peek. Alright, cabinets. Cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishes, dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. Grab a plate, grab a bowl, examine the mug, examine the shot glass. I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you've heard from your mom, Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. The mug? I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Okay, before I grab a bowl. Moth trap. You reach for the bowl, but as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moth splashes onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl is a note that reads, "Moth trap, do not touch." Whoops. Ha! Idiot! Fro. Your shirt is now unpleasantly wet. You'll probably change into something clean before you leave the house. Hold on. I want to check out the garden before I make my sandwich. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. Might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Explore the garden. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. It's quiet uptown. Oh, nice. Okay. It's just like, oh, it's a quiet garden. Alright. Cabinets. Plate. Grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. Close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. Make that PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! You can feed yourself. A job well done. Cooking by the book. Follow the recipe. All of that hassle and took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. I'm done here. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Check out my room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. Right, those sparkles in the sandwich. It's the little touches. You stand at the entrance to your room. Take a nap. Ooh. Put your spare clothes. Check. Ooh, there is so much to do. Put my clothes in the dresser. The possum! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. Afraid! Friend, I know heart. Oh, what's your name, little guy? What are you doing in my drawers? Can you move, please? I want to put my clothes in here. There was a piano played in the sealed up part of the estate. Do you know who or what was played? Can you tell me about a human who lives here? Try to shoo him, put clothes on top of him. Friend, I know hurt. Afraid! What's your name, little guy? I'm Meep. Dustin. Oh my god, Dustin the possum. What you doing in my drawers, Dustin? Warm. Dark. Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Which human? Her land died. Only one human lives here. Dustin, not good with names. 2 human live here. Okay. Tell me about the humans then. Okay, Dustin, you know about the 2 humans who live here? 1 human sad, 1 human scary. The sad human? Can you tell me about the sad human? Cries. Gives Dustin bad sleeps. Okay. Can you tell me about the scary human? Always watches. Eyes hateful. Oh, Jesus Christ. Never mind. Thanks for the help, Dustin. Okay. He's so cute! There's a piano playing in the Forbidden Wings. You know who or what was playing? Dustin shivers. Bad place. Not safe. Dustin, no visit. Can you move, please? I want to put my clothes in here. No, this Dustin house. Fashion your clothes into a nest. You poor thing. You look cold in there. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth, somewhat more at ease than before, and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this. You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. There's a possum in my drawer. Amazing. Check the closet. Oh, God. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Yeah, pick up the doll. Oh, it's on your foot. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. Perfect solution. Right, it's just like, here you go, have some clothes. Here's a little nest. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, Property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. You close the closet behind you. Examine the painting on the wall. This must be an old relative of yours. Very old, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Let's look out the window. You'd only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you own this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You go out and pull the weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, I can read, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. You know what? Take a nap. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing it out. Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. That's it. Doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do right here. Alright, head into town. Now that you've settled in, there's not much left, so other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. I love Dustin so much. And Fro-Fro. Oop, Urban Explorer. Explore every room of the estate before going to town in episode 1. Oh, look at that. Before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and dead moths. If you had known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back to town. Oh my goodness. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're preening into a grave. Preen? free. Gretchen, come back! I didn't click anything. Why, I do declare, who is the stranger, and why do they smell of peanut butter? Oh my god, Gretchen is the pug. I love their shirt, Mothman. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. In the face. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. Pet the dog. A pug. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Meep. My oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Meep. Ah, it's a very funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. Why are you blushing? You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Street smart lie. I wouldn't be caught dead at a funeral. Introduce yourself? Yep, maybe. None of your business. I don't want to lie to her. But then again, apparently I'm such a good liar that no one will ever know. Wouldn't be caught dead at a funeral. Very funny, but I recognize those for those sunken eyes and rigid cheekbones anywhere. That scarlet blood runs thick. What? You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath, "One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me." How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone in that big house. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? Did I hear you right? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. I'm worried about her too. Is she always so... I don't know how she's doing, and I don't care. Why do you care? I'm worried about her too. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figure she'd probably be having a hard, rough go of things. She and her mom are really close. I think she's been up in that mansion all by herself. Probably good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. How long have you known her? Are you two friends? She's really not worth your time? 2 friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. Oh, my nuts. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. Gretchen, I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're wait, hold on. Before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Fro-Fro. How does that monster fare? Talk to animals? Tabitha's cat? Unfortunately, we've met. I will pet her if it's the last thing I do. It sounds like you and Fro-Fro have a history. Ignore Gretchen and let Stella discover your quirk. Discover my quirk! Sounds like you and Fro-Fro have a history. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? I'm joking. If I could actually talk to animals, do you think I'd just do that in front of people? Alas, you've discovered my dark and terrible secret. I'm gonna lie again? I'm joking. I can actually talk to animals. You think I'd just casually do it in front of other people? I'd be way more discreet than that. Couldn't have people knowing my secret. Yeah, of course. That'd be ridiculous. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards, and do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. Sorry. What movie is it where it's like Betty White and like some other older woman and they're like throwing the thickest of shade at each other? They're like, oh, They're like, oh, you're still alive? I went to your funeral 10 years ago. Looks like you're still dead. Like, they're just mean things they were saying to each other. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. She's winking at me. Hello? Yes. Oh, it's supposed to be all the town folks. They look nice. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. Oh, now I want waffles. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hi. Hey everyone, I'm Meep. What are you looking at? Quietly slide in the nearest booth, silently stare at the patrons. I'm gonna just stare at the patrons. You silently stare at the patrons, unsure of what to say or perhaps unwilling to break the silence. Hey, this is Tabitha's cousin. They just got into town for the funeral. I'm showing them around. Stella moves to the nearest booth and you quickly follow. There's no need to be nervous, you know. They won't bite. A cop over there's looking at me funny. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. Ooh, hello. I love your shirt. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Aw, shucks, thanks, Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. Go, Gretchen. Anything for you? Isn't bacon bad for dogs? No thanks, I ate pretty recently. Stella said she's buying, so I'll have one of everything, please. And thank you. How much is the coffee? Order coffee, biscuit, biscuit, coffee. Isn't bacon bad for dogs? You deny me my pleasures? What is and isn't good for a lady's health is none of your business. Gretchen's like one of those 110-year-old ladies who had a daily glass of wine her whole life. So why stop now? Maybe it's been the secret to her longevity. Anyways, don't worry. I always keep an eye on her diet. And we make sure to only give her the leaner cuts. I gotta go in a sec. Want anything while I'm still here? I'll have a biscuit. Please? I heard they were really good. Oh, that's right, because Stella said biscuits. Best in the county. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slim around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And then there's the weekly Sunday potluck. Stella's just throwing all the winks at me. What? Oh, sorry, Gretchen's face. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Does the potluck like a church thing? Cool. Yeah, is the potluck a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. A non-religious community in the rural South? Hell yeah, religion sucks. That's gotta be unusual. I know, we must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folks in town. They just ain't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Street smart. What's your angle here? What's it to you? No clue. I'm sure I'll be able to accompany myself. I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. What's your angle here? Gretchen, I love you. My angle? I would never have an angle. Street smart. She definitely has an angle. Okay, so my job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with the camera, and it's always better when somebody else is there, too. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns biscuit in tow. That looks delicious. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Thanks. Why do I look like a charity? Shout out. Thanks looks great. You didn't have to do that. I'm conflicted. Thanks. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. I want biscuits. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. Lie? It's the best biscuit I've ever had, but that's not saying much. Just whoa. Whoa, this is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, okay, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs. Stella, I'm a YouTuber. A YouTuber? What kind of videos do you do? Wow, that's rad. Okay, how does that make you money? Ugh, you and everyone else. Oh, what kind of videos you do? She hunts cryptids. Okay. Question, can Nina make her own bread or baking? I mean, yeah, I know the recipe. So, just give me the ingredients and I could make my own bread. But if I want to be lazy, I could just buy the bread making machine and just go bop, 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 close, boop, boop, and then it makes bread. Or I could be even lazier and get some Pillsbury Doughboy biscuits and just like, you know, carefully peel off that wrapper and then like, you know, you bonk it on the counter and it goes pop and then you just put your biscuits on a tray and you put it in the oven. I almost said microwave and I was like, that's the wrong thing. You should really check out her channel, Meep. It's amazing. Wait, how did you know my name? Oh, sorry. It's just that most people in town know about you. Sorry. I'm sure that must seem creepy. Ah. Yeah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. The Holler's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended family. When was the last time you made them? Which one? Like the Pillsbury or like from scratch? Because from scratch would be... Oh, God. Probably whenever I celebrate a family holiday. Probably like, what? 2 decades ago? If it's from scratch. But if it's like store-bought, probably like almost 2 decades, yeah. It's been a minute since I've had bread that isn't like already ready to make. It's all good, little unsettling. Who's been talking about me? Oh, it's okay. I just caught a little off guard. Feel glad that didn't freak you out too much. Yeah, and don't worry, nothing Perlan said about you'll stick, that's for sure. You can just make a good first impression and wipe the slate clean with the whole town. Oh God, what was she saying about me? Ah, geez, look, I'm sorry, I said anything. Hey, don't worry about it. Perlan was a gossip and would do this sort of thing with everyone. Spreading weird little rumors about folks was kind of her trademark. Anyways, weren't we in the middle of talking about Stella's illustrious YouTube career? Sorry, I guess we were, weren't we? I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catabawa River Runner? I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a oh, Gretchen. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Talk to animals, it's a mountain lion. Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. That's an honest to God cryptoid. Totally dog. Wait, a beaver. Hold on. I don't believe. You decided to take Gretchen's word for it. I think that's a mountain lion. You can kind of make out its little kitty cat ears. No way. It's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found Jack squat. There's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And it's too short to be a mountain lion. No way. The winky. Just winky wink winks. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries are missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owners set it free and now forever roam the Katawa, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait! No spoilers! Oops, sorry, Avery. It's okay, I should probably get back to you instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all around! Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Okay. Heck yeah, isn't that just worse Bigfoot? Heck yeah! Skunk Ape is hilarious. I saw a docu-special on it once. Stinky Bigfoot. Right? It should be a pretty fun video. It's hard to be serious when you're talking about something that's famous for smelling bad. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. As I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? Are you gonna be there, Gretchen? Against my better judgment, are you nuts? It's like, I'm gonna talk to Gretchen. That depends. Are you gonna be there, Gretchen?
Oh, naturally, I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side, through thick and thin, however odd her passions may be.
Of course, it had actually been a while since I've had anyone, but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more, I'm in. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it kind of be like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese running around the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, it gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close up the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we can get him to come out of this hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or...? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you want to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. They're Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for Skunk Ape. We could take the easier trails, if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, man, I'll bring them. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Uh-oh. Reese. Oh, this is Gretchen.
Reese, there's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him.
Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? What? Is he okay? Are you okay? What's his deal? Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. Are you okay? What's his deal? Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. Just had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we probably should probably head out if we want to make it to the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems everyone in town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunt. Leave a tip. Leave a generous tip. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip. You didn't even spend any money. I'm gonna leave a generous tip. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. And I was just like, eh. It had been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. That's my house. Oh, you can't see it. I'm blocking it. Where I am, it is the estate, and it is terrifying, because it's just that cliff and then the house. Oh, the church is in the background. You feel more alive than you've been in years? Look at Gretchen. Look at Gretchen! Strangely calm, tense, unsettled. I feel alive, baby. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hue of the setting sun painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. It's been a while since you felt this in the moment, this present. The world around you feels almost magical. Were a mythical creature to actually manifest in front of you, it would fit perfectly in this world. The fact that I talk to animals, I feel like, yeah, probably cryptoids are a real thing. Also, spoopy piano. God love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored. Only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Are you really expecting to find anything? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptoids, like ghosts and whatnot? Has anything bad happened on these hikes? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptids? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. What? I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake? Tetanus Lake? That's definitely the weirdest. It was a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful. Hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It was all stuff from the 50s too, which was super neat. Salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. You expecting to find anything? What are the chances we actually run into a skunk ape in just one night of filming? That's fair. We are hunting creatures that stay hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to start on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Do you hunt things that aren't cryptids? Bye, Blondie. You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though. Especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go to all sorts of old, abandoned videos, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me, my camera, and an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I'm just a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actually people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's all hope that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? What do you think about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UF videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids.
I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with all this critter nonsense.
You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Heck yes, aliens are real. I'm skeptical. See, that's just what the government wants you to think. I have absolutely no opinions on aliens.
Heck yeah! Heck yeah, aliens are real.
Nice, I knew we had a connection. Bonding with a stranger in the woods. I know somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. And suddenly it looked like daylight outside. You could see cows out in the fields, birds in the sky, then the metallic, egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck. He passed out, and when he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. It was like it never even been there. It was just smooth skin where a pinky should be. I know it's a secondhand source, but there's plenty more to it if they are true. What if he lied? Maybe it was sleep paralysis? Could have been the government. What if he just lied, made the whole thing up? How did your friend of a friend hear this story anyway? You got me there. Could be a theory concocted around his already severed finger to spice things up when people ask him how he lost it. And like I said, it's a secondhand story. Was that a missing pinky pun? But wouldn't you rather believe this guy and all the others like him than be caught off guard when the aliens finally make their presence known? I'm just saying, there's no harm in keeping an open mind. Anything ever happened on these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple of months to heal. All in all, not so bad. Too bad. Well, I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie. She is not.
As if I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind. That's what I did. And I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours.
It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was a time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everyone sooner or later. I'd probably count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oop! I meant to hit H because I wanted to see Gretchen. Oh,
Duke, you rascal!
Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Feel sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girl, it's just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here, Skunk Ape? Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences, I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and it won't be too appreciative of a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensible wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listen to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungas or what have you. Chunkabungas? Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now, see? This is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. These sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you can find any one night of tracking. I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. Couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy.
It's true. There are mountain lions out here, sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees.
I can't believe you got on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. Sorry, Duke, I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. Y'all eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Okay, we'll go home. But we were here first. What?
You find a mountain lion, don't kill it. Right on, Duke. Kill that mountain lion. Can you just buy more chickens? Don't button. It's between Duke and Stella. I'm just gonna lie. Okay. We'll go home. What? Good. I'm glad you've got some sense. Stella needs somebody like that around. But I've got a film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. And who knows what they'll mean for my career. No, Stella, we should leave. We should leave and we shouldn't come back. You turn and wink at Stella as subtly as you can. She immediately picks up what you're putting down. All right, Duke, maybe you've got a point. Come on, Meep, let's go back to town. Maybe my viewers won't be too angry with me. Glad to hear you finally seen some sense, Stella. You chew right along now and stay safe. It's like, Stella. Stella. Well played, Meep. Really threw him off the trail by pretending we're going back to town. Now, come on, I know how we can loop around without him noticing. Can we actually go back to town, though? Follow Stella. Can we actually go back to town? Yeah, we fooled him good, but can we actually go back to town? I can't say I like the thought of sharing the woods with someone who has a shotgun and might shoot anything that moves. While I understand your fears, Meep, this is an opportunity for once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Seize it while you can! Oh, you don't have to worry about that old Duke. I've been out tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. There's no shaking you, is there? Stinky monster, you mean me?
Dickens, you're not a stinky monster. Don't say that about yourself.
You're just a regular monster. But, no, I'm just being silly. Alright, fine. There's no shaking you, is there? You'll just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting with you. I promise. It'll be fun and safe. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. I love that she's holding... Hold on. She's just holding Stella while this is happening. As night falls, my newest assistant, the mysterious Meep, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive, yet pungent, skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, the possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we can get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars.
And keep digging, Gretches.
Oh my god, Gretchen, yes!
I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scene once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we've got to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? It's breathtaking. It's hard to take it all in when there's danger. Being this far from civilization stresses me out. I've seen better. Not a fan of the bugs. Quietly look into Stella's eyes. Are we gonna romance up here? I just met you. I just met you! But she's cool. She's cool so far. Maybe let me get to know you first. You know what? Why not? Let me stare into your eyes. Quietly look into Stella's eyes. Your gazes meet, and the two of you enjoy a brief moment of comfortable silence. Oh! Only for it to be pierced by a loud percussionist snort? Stella! Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud snort. What was that? Oh no, the skunk ape has found us. It's Duke back with his shotgun run. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, Cruet! Remain silent. Yeah, you hear... Remain silent. Did you hear that? That's the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of the herd about big scary predators. Like us. Let's check it out. That was an interesting sound. Uh-oh. Oh, what's she gonna find? As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Pain, rot, decay. Oh, I didn't know the animal.
A deer! Let me at him! How dare he infringe upon my dear Stella's personal space! Let me at him!
I love Gretchen. I think I just love all the animals. And then it's gone. Wow, that was a big old tumor. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She was ready to go.
Oh my, it seems I was consumed by a blinded rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me?
Take Stella for Netflix and chill. No! It's cryptoid hunting and chill. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? I think that deer was threatening us. There was something wrong with that deer. Why do you... I'm gonna do a little talk to animals. Or warning us. I think it was just sick. That thing on its face, I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it. Why do you bring Gretchen with you? Welp, that got my heart rate up. I'm ready for the hunt. It's never too late to turn back. Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion.
Do you not feel bonita? Wonderful, because you look bonita.
Aw, thank you, Spine. Hey, Kian. Excuse you. Though, after that outburst came over me, well, I suppose I can see the merit of your concern.
I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on my cryptoid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around in the woods at 17. Jeez, you're 17? And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? I'm ready for the hunt. It's never too late to turn back. I'm just gonna not say anything. Hey, are you hungry? Now seems like a great time to take a snack break. Trail mix, extra M&Ms, apricot. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Take the trail mix. Take a snack bar. Take the dried apricots. Take the sesame sticks. No thanks, I'm not really hungry. I'm gonna take a snack bar. Excellent choice. A good source of energy and chocolate. They're cherry and cashew. I hope that's okay. I like to make my own, and I tend to make them with my favorites, but I know that's not everyone's bag. I'm just a big fan of food. It's all food to me. I don't feel strongly about it. Bleh, cherries. Bleh, cashews. Silently tear into it. Bleh, cherries. One of the worst dried fruits. Blueberries are so much better. Oh, don't be mean about it. Really? Yeah, I guess it takes all kinds. If I'd known you felt that way, I'd have brought my honey almond blueberry clusters. Maybe once we head back, I can send you home with a few. I think you really dig them. Go on, Stella. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. What's that? What's this down here? Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So tell me what it's like in Jigo. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets, partner? Tell me what it's like to be Meep. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I live in a 12 by 12 shed in someone's yard. I live in an internet cafe I'd rather not say. Live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. Actually, it's more of an attic crawl space. One of the walls is slanted, so it's like a little uninsulated triangular room. There's not really space for much, so I just have my clothes and a futon and a little camp light too, since there's not a light in there. Wow, I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't sound like a space anybody should be living in. It sounds like staying in that old crumbling mansion is actually a pretty big step up for you. How are your roommates? Are they at least nice? They're nice enough. They're kind of cliquey. I don't know, they're nice, but they're kind of cliquey. I feel like they're all friends already, and they don't really want to get to know me. Like, they have game nights, but they seem to have a lot of 10-person board games and not a whole lot for 11 somehow. Or they'll make a communal dinner and forget to invite me. Oh, this is... Maybe I just give off a weird vibe. I don't know. If you do, I haven't picked up on it. It sounds to me like they aren't really trying to get to know you, and that's too bad, but it seems to me you've got a lot to offer. For real. Have you tried looking for another place? Yes, I have. This place has its issues, but it's cheap. I've been saving up for something better! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah? Yeah. So what do you do for a living? I build pragmatic ads for companies nobody's ever heard of. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. I'm a first-year associate at a big law firm. I'm a streamer. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I'm in the service industry. I'd rather not say I'm an accountant. I'm a streamer. I'm actually a streamer. Oh, no way. A fellow content creator. That's awesome. I knew we had a lot in common, Meep. What sort of streams do you do? Video games, art, teach people how to cook, music. I mostly just talk. I play video games. Right? Like, these are all very relatable options. Mostly stream video games? That's cool. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. No, don't look at me. How do you like it? I wouldn't trade it for the world. I used to like it, but now I don't know. Remain silent. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Okay, believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. Street smart. A crisp breeze passes over you. You can't help but shake the feeling that you're being watched. Yeah, whatever from down at the bottom of the hill. Don't forget. That's why I made the joke, Dickens. That's why I said, I'm an accountant. Winkety wink, 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 wink. Which is funny, because, like, my friend is actually an accountant, and she didn't know that that was code. So, she got a lot of hits on the Tinder. She was like, I don't understand why I'm getting so many hits. Because people really need help this tax season. Because they were like, everybody's like, oh, you're an accountant? You're an accountant? She's like, yeah. She's like, man, everybody really likes math. And I'm like, sweet, sweet bestie. You don't know this, but accounting means something else now. And she's like, what? It means accounting. And I like showed her some TikToks and she was like, oh. Well, that is true. I do have that, Diggins. You scan the tree line, but whatever it might be out there is nowhere to be seen. Ah, the thing at the bottom corner is gone. It's gone. I think we're being watched. It might be Skunk Ape. Do your best pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your living situation? Let's go after it? Let's go after it. Eager to begin the hunt, are we? That works for me. Try not to make any sudden moves as we pack up. But before either of you can start packing, you're interrupted by a blood-curdling yelp. Whoa.
My stars, what was that?
Gretchen. Stella immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. Jesus Christ, Skunk Ape, more deer? Please tell me that was a raccoon. I'm listening. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it, and it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me, and let's check this out. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods.
Do stay close, Meep. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you.
As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush.
Pain! It's all pain!
Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What was the whittle hand? What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. I would have to reread the Twitch rules, because from the way they had it, I think you have to put more clothes on. Because, like, before it was less clothes were fine, and then people pushed it really far. Like, they pushed it really far, and then they were like, okay, clothes everybody back on. Like, I think nudity is, like, a big, like, no-no thing. I'll have to reread it, but it's like, we could have had something great, and then, because people pushed it to its absolute limit, they rolled it back. So I was like, damn. Alright. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. It doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looked like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you. I was on board with this whole thing, but now we found something. What have you got me into? Do we have to? Follow Stella. Let's go, Stella. Let's go, Stella! You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Little baby hand. Oh. Stella, my darling companion, are you alright? Oof. You okay? Oh god, the monster got you. We're gonna die out here. Oh god, the monster got you first. Say nothing. Just, are you okay? You okay? I am alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh, no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh, jeez, it's still alive. Investigate the chicken. Don't go near that. Remain to investigate the chicken. You move towards Stella to get a closer look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her.
I would never. Something about this bird doesn't smell right.
You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She squirms against her harness. Examine the head, the wing, the growth. Just go with the growth. First thing, man. Good God, at first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. Whatever it might be, you know better than to investigate this lump any closer. You've seen horror movies. You back away from the chicken, your curiosity eclipsed by your instinct for self-preservation. That noggin.
Why am I alive?
Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. Looks like this is what Stella slipped on. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of its chicken's concerns. Having investigated your heart's content, you turn away to give Stella room to film. Ahem. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Hey, do you hear that?
There's something out there. All around us. I can smell it. There's so many of them.
What in Sam hell are you two doing out here? Didn't I tell you to... Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong, darling? Good God.
Do you all see what did this to her?
We're on the same team here. No, but I'm pretty sure we can hear them. Caught a glimpse. Watch that. Duke, we're on the same team here. We both want to know what happened to Birdie as much as you do right now, so we'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. We were on the trail when we found her like this. Whatever did this to her, I think we can hear them in the trees.
Put that camera away, for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Now when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. You stay away from my Stella, you mongrels! Come out, you sons of bitches! Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what will happen. You hear that, Stella? That ain't the sound of something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, you, whatever your name is. Grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. Oh my God, look fucking... There is so much happening. I can feel that white-hot rage from earlier start to wash back over me. I'm going after them. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Quick! They're closing in on us! If I dive for the flashlight, I think Gretchen's gonna run off, and she might get in trouble. If I go for Gretchen, I think we're all gonna be in trouble because the man with the gun can't see. You dive to the flashlight and swing your body towards the woods. I said aim the damn thing, quick! Perfect! Just grazed it, but that should make it pretty easy to track. Eh, Stella? Yeah, blood trail's pretty hard to miss. Guess we know it wasn't mountain lions after all. Are you not concerned about your dog? Though it didn't look like any cryptoid I've ever heard of either. This is gonna be one hell of a video. As your heartbeat settles, you realize that Gretchen's stopped tugging at her leash. You look down, only to find an empty harness and the paw prints of a runaway dog. Wait, where's Gretchen? Where's my dog? She must have slipped out. I had to make a choice. I don't know, she's just an animal. I'm so sorry. She must have slipped out of her harness. I'm so sorry, Stella. I tried to hold on to her. Gretchen, I'm coming for you. I'll be damned if I let her chase after those things alone. Alone, you have no choice but to follow Duke and Stella into the darkness. Go after them? Guess I'll die.
Go after them. You steel your nerves and run into the unknown. Ooh, it's a lot of them. As you push deeper into the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Keep running. Let me just take a little gander. Keep running. Are you trying to get us lost? Slow down! I think we're almost there. The trees are starting to thin out. Oh, he's got multiple arms. Lord, that's male. The shrieks pull back into a steady whispers as you, Stella, and Duke stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. Oh no! Stella! Oh my goodness. Okay, so like everybody got like lumps on them, and some people lumps are open. At the edge of it all, an immobilized Gretchen gurgles in pain as one of the creatures looms over her. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you are surrounded. Gretchen! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Stella. I don't know what came over me. Stella steps towards the nest. Duke pulls her back. Holy shit, what do we do? They got her. There's nothing we can do. They got her. We have to put her out of her misery. This isn't over. We can still save her. We need to leave. We can still get her. Duke, can't you just, like, shoot that thing? Are you out of your mind? There's gotta be dozens of these things up in the trees. They're circling us to protect their brood, or whatever it is they're planted in our animals. We've got to get out of here while we still can. Duke's right. There's nothing we can do right now, but Jesus Christ, I can't leave Gretchen like this. Duke, give me your gun. You're not thinking about... She's my dog, Duke. We can't save her, but I'll be damned if we leave her behind to suffer like the rest of these animals. Oh no! Content warning, content warning! You don't have to do this. Do it. Like, do it. Let me do it. Okay, if we let Duke do it, you know, I imagine he's an excellent shot. He's been doing he knows these woods. I feel like having her do it is like worse, but at the same time, it's her taking control. I'm trying to think like best trauma-wise. How are you going to recover like the best from one of these actions? I don't know. I don't know. I think she has to do it. Do it. Stella grabs Duke's gun and takes careful aim.
Tell Stella that I tried my best to keep her safe.
Old Yeller, do it has to be done. Yourself. And now we run! As soon as the gun fires, you, Stella, and Duke sprint back through the woods, the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest nipping at your heels. In the highest branches of trees and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. Quick! My truck's down this way! Oh, the little hands. You make it to the road, but 3 of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. What are you waiting for, Duke? Shoot them. Duke, you have to give them Birdie. Say nothing. Okay, if I give them Birdie, we lose evidence. If we shoot them, it's a shotgun. I don't know how good it is. Shoot them! Duke, you know what they're here for.
Is this what you want? You sons of bitches? Fine, take her. Take her and leave us be.
Duke, get in the truck and let's get the hell out of here. Duke, do we have to take the truck back? I could just walk. There's creatures left. I'll be fine.
Stella, now's really not the time.
All right, I can do this. You squeeze into Duke's tiny 2-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift. For such a gregarious person... Gregarious? Stella's eerily quiet right now. I'm guessing she's afraid of cars. So I guess it wasn't a mountain lion getting at your chickens. That was fun. That was terrifying. How are we supposed to get on with our lives knowing that something like that is out there? Lurking. Hey, Stella, you good? I'm so sorry about Gretchen. She doesn't respond.
Give her space to grieve, Meep. There'll be plenty of time for talking when that's what she wants to do.
Place a comforting hand on her shoulder. You reach out and rest your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but remains focused on the wilderness rolling past the window. Duke, I don't think Stella's doing okay right now. Why so glum? I thought you wanted to find cryptoids. Shouldn't you be overjoyed? Car sickness? Yeah, Duke? I don't think she's okay. Of course she ain't. Best not to bother her just yet. Let's get out of these woods before something else tries to come after us. Glances over to Stella, his face hard. His hard face softening slightly. It'll just be a few more minutes. You'll be all right. I hope the cat seeks revenge for the pug. Right? Like, I want to tell Frofro, I'll be like, Gretchen's words to you were that she plans to outlive you, but guess what? She died. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. Thanks for taking me home, Duke.
Anytime, but Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what were those things?
I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them, but I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start.
I better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but, well, no point in talking about the butts. Just look out for yourselves.
I really want Frofro to be like find them and be like, for Gretchen! Take care, Duke. Can you take me home? But I don't live here. Take care, Duke. I should check in with Stella. She did just have to put her dog down. 17. That pug was 17 years old. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally have reception again. Oh. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. Where the hell did you go? Where are you? And 13 text messages. Text her that you're okay. Tabitha seems worried. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. I don't think Tabitha would be so needy. Whoa, I think I'm in trouble. It's nothing important. I'm gonna just call her real quick. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Text her that you're okay. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread. Tabitha seems worried. Yikes, I didn't think. I'm in trouble. It's nothing important. Tabitha seems worried. Pretty late, isn't it? God, what a mess this night's been. Okay, so why the hell would you ask if we could walk home? I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you ask Duke if you could walk home? I'm so sorry about Gretchen. This one seems more gentler of the two. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you ask Duke if you could walk back? I just don't like cars is all. They're rolling death machines if you ask me. Sorry if I weirded you out. Nah, I figured something. I'm so sorry about Gretchen. There's nothing we could have done. I just have to accept what happened and move on. She was 17 after all. It's not like we had many years left. Something screamed in the distance. But why did it have to happen like that? She died protecting you. She died protecting you. I know what you're trying to do, and I appreciate it, but look, Meep, you were in an impossible situation, and you made a difficult choice. It's done, and I'm not going to hold it against you. Neither of us needs to go back and relive that moment. We should call the cops, right? You're not from around here, but that'd just be wasting time. The police out here mean well, but they really don't do anything, you know? If anything, they just get mad at you for bothering them. What do you make of everything we saw? What happens now? Gotta find out more about those things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over there now before it gets any later. Sure, why not? Let's keep the nightmare going. I should check in on Tabitha. You can talk to your friend's mom. I'm going to bed. Screw this. I'm out. Silent vote. I should check in on Tabitha. I should probably check in on Tabitha. Like, you just lost a loved one. She just lost a loved one. There's death around. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. Are you guilt-tripping me? When you put it like that, how can I say no? Really should head back. How can I say no? Cool, let's go. I hope she's still awake.
Meep?
Jesus.
You and Stella turn to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. It knows my name. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open and an older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadow of the night. Who the fudge is Wayne? Who the fudge is Wayne? I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who's this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Meep. Is it okay if we come in? Of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Meep. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearlan is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. You, my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know that she died? Oh, Pearlan was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. I never met Pearlan. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. Ah, that's fair, child, but it seemed like the right thing to do. We need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things, I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter's always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't the local wildlife, Mrs. Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and tilts the screen towards Sybil. Ah, one of your little videos. Uh-oh. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest? Within the town limits? Yeah. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into the computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Also, that tea be ready. Everyone then winks so much in this. Right? It's just wink, 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 winkety wink, wink. You know, you just gotta... Just be winking left and right. What, Mom? Oh, it's Stella. Hey, Stella. And a stranger. Is that a Sailor Moon shirt? Oh my god, it is. What are you doing in my house? I was helping Stella with a video and something terrible happened. I've been through a lot tonight. I'm not in the mood to introduce myself. None of your business. I'm gonna go with something terrible happened. And something terrible happened. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. There's a lot of dead and sick animals on the recording. You know, I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? Did you film it? Was that Gretchen at the end there? Stella, where's Gretchen? It's my fault. She ran off. She's dead. She didn't make it. Say nothing. She didn't make it. Stella, I'm so sorry. It's okay. I'm fine. I just want to know what did this to her. Unfortunately, these creatures are what I think they are. What happened to Gretchen is but the start of something far more sinister. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on. This is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Meep with this tally-po crap. She just lost her dog. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. But just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate.
To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom, they've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out. Not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What were those growths? Kanika has a point. Stella, don't buy this magic nonsense. Y'all are worrying. Maybe they're making more? Whatever. Maybe they're making more of themselves. Yeah, maybe what we're seeing here is some sort of parasitic larval stage, part of their life cycle. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all this up. Yeah, we go there in the morning, find the animals, and work on them, right? Oh dear, I forgot entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix up a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Meep get some rest. I ran them ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can keep going, I'm still wired. Yeah, I'm ready to pass out. It's nice meeting you. You don't have to leave on my account. I just want to go home. Thank God let this miserable night finally end. I'm tired of shit. Keep going. Still wired. I can stay out. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums, see if anyone has any information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Winkin'. Winkin' a wink wink. Bye, Stella. See you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Meep. It's excellent iced or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. I want to go home. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I should probably head back before Tabitha has a conniption. Probably head back, check on Tabitha. Nah, I think I need some... Hell yeah, sleepover. Thanks, I'm terrified. Thanks, I need to go check on Tabitha. I need to check on her. I originally came out here for her. That's sweet of you. Are you sure you're okay heading back up that mountain alone? I'm more terrified of Tabitha than those things. Sybil said they were harmless. Sybil said they were harmless. I think I'll be okay. It's not far. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. You and Stella exchange numbers. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, we're in this together. It's not like I have much of a choice. I don't know. I'm leaving town as soon as I can. We're in this together. I saw you murder your dog to save it. Yeah. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. You begin the long hike back up to the Scarlet estate alone. Almost home. You've made it! Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. I'm gonna try the door. As you reach for the knob, the door swings open. Hey! Where the hell have you been? I called you back. I texted you. Do you know anyone named Wayne? There was someone playing the piano in the sealed off estate. Hi, Tabby. Do you know anyone named Wayne? You feel a slight but palpable hesitation before Tabitha answers. I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know a Wayne. I called you back. I called you back. I called you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. You hesitated before answering me about Wayne. It's late, Meep, and you never came home. I'm sorry that your random questions and accusations caught me off guard. Wait, you smell like nature and... old dog. You must have met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey! I need to see this... Leave. Wait, you don't want to hang out? Can't you tuck me in? Wait, you don't want to hang out? I'm still hyped up on adrenaline from tonight. I would love to just hang out for a little, well, you know, cool down a bit. No, I'm not gonna hang out with you. It's late, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Don't do anything stupid while I'm asleep. Just go to your room and sleep. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you.
As you settle into your room, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. Yeah, I'm gonna call her. You pull out your phone and call. Hey, how are you? She sounds a little different, like she's been crying. Did you make it back all right? I died, actually. Yeah, how are you? Are you okay? Totally fine. I mean, as fine as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that those things will only get worse. Can I check on Dustin? It's all the dishlings. Oh, this is the end of episode 1? Scarlet, tell me. Very short table. Do I read on the floor? Who's this? Is that blood? That looks like blood. Alpacas? Why is there a ditch hole? Oh! The mine. Ooh, maybe the mine's gonna collapse. Whoa, what's all the scratches on this door? Well, dang, I'm invested. I'm probably gonna buy all the rest of the episodes when they release the final episodes. So I could just play the whole thing. Finish episode 1 with Street Smarts, one of your ranks. Finish it with Animals. This is the end of episode 1. You can pick up the rest of the game in early access on Steam or itch.io. Episode 1 through 4 are out now. If you'd like to continue with this world, stay in episode 2, please save your game now. Yeah, saving seems important. Oh my god, saving seems important, Nina. I hadn't saved once. Oops. Yeah. Good job. Explore, buy the full game, join the Discord, follow us on Twitter. Oh, it's cute. There you go. I'm kind of blocking, but the story rhymes by Abby Howard and Tony Howard Arias? There, those are the names I'm blocking at least. Instrumentals. Ooh, the title track and The Sins of the Father featuring Trina Edge on the banjo. Thanks to all our Patreon alpha testers. Yay. And a special thanks to our testers. Yay. Testers continued. More special thanks. And you, the player. I don't know who Snuffy is, but that's a great name. It's like, thank you, Snuffy. There we go. Episode 1. All done. Which I guess follow-up. Do we do the next game? Or do we stop? Because I'm, like, still a little tired. And now I have to edit these videos. Working so hard, editing all these videos. Nah, I'm just being silly. What is next on our list? Ooh, I suppose we have Redfall. Could do that now. This would be a pretty short stream. If I were to end it now, or we could raid out. I'm gonna say we have a short stream today. Let's not push ourselves. Well. Thank you everyone for stopping by, and I will see you
Friday for some Redfall. Just want to say thank you, Suzuwa Smasi, and of course we're going to be raiding out, so let me get that set up for you.